today's video, we're going to be talking about 15 things that may be making your home look messy. And a big thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. More on them in just a little bit. Alright, we're just going to hop right into number one. First up is appliances on your kitchen counter. So obviously, if you have a couple on your kitchen counters, depending on the size, that might not be so bad. But the less that you can have on your counters, it'll make your home look so much more clean and open, spacious, not feel like everything's all cluttered together. One of the hardest things is finding a place for you to put all your appliances. I suggest like a shelf in your pantry, and if you don't have that, I have a spot in my basement where I put things that I don't use often, like crock pots, panini maker, things like that. I set these out here just to show like a cluttered counter. And so basically I keep all the rest of it away and I just have cute decorative stuff, and I try and keep that to a minimum also. So keep that in mind to make your kitchen seem clean and less cluttered, and you'll feel so much better about your space. All right, number two is over decorating. Sometimes having too much decor is not always a good thing. When it's all crowded together, it can just feel super cluttered. Walk into some people's homes and you feel like they just have something on every open space to where there are no open spaces. That can really just give just like that cluttered feeling, really making your home feel more messy than, curated beautifully, which is what you want to do. So you want to remember when you're decorating to leave open spaces, and it'll just make it look a little bit more clean and nice, which that will be the theme of this entire video. You're going to hear a lot of that because you know the number one thing in order for your home to not look messy is for it to look clean. This leads us right into number three, having too many photos. I think it's great. I'm one of those people who, when they are decorating, love to have family photos around the home. I do have a tendency to have too many photos sitting around, which is totally fine because it does bring me joy, but you also need to do it in just a lovely way. Pick areas to where you just put a few photos, not like I have my whole dresser covered in them. I have a few photos right here that mean a lot to me and I love to see them every day. And then throughout my home, there's other areas where I have photos hanging that I try not to overdo it. And that's just something that's what photo albums are for. Pick a few of your favorites that you love and enjoy to see that, like I said, bring you joy. I think that is fantastic when it comes to interior design for your own home. So always decorate things with what you love. And then that way it doesn't feel like you're walking into, I'm not bashing on my grandma, but if you walk into your grandma's house and she has like 1,500 photos, which I can tell I'm already going down that path. I have pictures of my grandkids everywhere. I need to take advice from my own video. The majority of the 15 that I'm presenting to you, I can usually give you some form of an example in my own home, but this one I can't because this one I stick true to. And it's having too many colors in your home. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about if you want to have color in your home. You need to do it classy. So basically, I think it's best that you don't want to have like a green kitchen and an orange living room and a blue dining room and a purple bathroom. That can feel super messy and overwhelming. It's just a lot happening. So I think it's best in your home, which I've done here. You guys know how much I love blue. I'm wearing blue today. I'd wear blue every day if I could. I have blue all throughout my home. And what I do is I pick neutral colors and then I use pops of blue. And so through accent pieces and throw pillows and blankets and those types of things. That is actually how you can just curate a home that just looks beautiful and just eliminates that harshness that can come to your eyes from seeing like too many colors. I think our mind just reads that as messy. You could do bright, colorful colors, but like I said, in a very nice, elegant way to where it's not overstimulating. So keep that in mind. Don't have too many different colors all throughout the house. Have a nice cohesive home and it'll help make it flow and not feel messy. Number 5 is having too much mail or documents just laying around your home. I have the perfect example. This is my guilty spot. Here on my hutch in my kitchen, I am constantly storing things here. I actually have the solution and I put it into place, but it takes me a while before I put it into place. So normally I like to have nothing on this hutch. I like to keep it clean and clear and just have my items spaced out so it doesn't feel just messy. But these two corners right here always get the brunt of things that I'm going to put in my file system, and then it takes me forever. I have a space in my office, a dedicated space to keep these items. And so that's my solution for you, is in order to not have things sitting around, you have to do the ultimate. You have to declutter, and you have to like prioritize and put things away and have spaces for everything. And that is so difficult, because taking the time to do that type of thing is something that it can always feel so overwhelming. Okay, number 6 is refrigerator magnets and items hanging on your refrigerator. That can really make your whole environment and your kitchen feel super messy. I have to say I do a pretty good job of that in my home. It was something that I started when we redid our kitchen, that I don't really have anything on there except look down here. Now that I have grandsons that are, you know, of the age where they like to play, I am guilty of having toys that are on the bottom half of my fridge. And so they've been sitting here for quite some time, and I have to admit, in my own mind, it does make my kitchen feel more messy to me. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and put this away, because Hudson hasn't really been into playing with it. That's the thing that I can do. In order to keep your house from feeling messy, you actually have to do the work, which means I can put this away and then get it out later. It's just so much easier just to leave things, and then we don't wanna have to keep getting them in and out. But that's the thing. You gotta do the work in order for your home to not feel messy. And so I'll put this away, and then the front of my refrigerator will be all cleared off, and it'll feel so much neater. You know what I don't like to be messy? My finances. Today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is a personal finance app you need to save more and manage your money better. Not only does it help you cancel subscriptions, it can lower your bills and help you save money all in one place. For me personally, I have been using Rocket Money for over 2 years. It is something that I incorporated into our lifestyle when I really had to become Jason's caregiver for his early onset dementia. Finances is like something that's super difficult with those that have dementia. So for me, taking control and making sure that I was doing everything I possibly could to keep our money safe was like top priority. Another thing that was like super awesome that I use it for was, have you ever realized how many subscriptions you have? And you're like, wait, what? I've been paying $10 a month for the last 2 years for this? Rocket Money can help negotiate your bills, from phone bills, cable bills, internet bills. There's a variety that they can help you with. Another thing that was a huge feature for me that I absolutely was like priority in my house was helping me to set a budget. It shows me where I'm spending my money. When I'm like, oh my goodness, how many times did I go to that restaurant this month? It'll show me exactly how much I spent on purchases of different areas. And it's a good thing, but then it's also quite eye-opening, and I love it. So it helps us to set a budget and keep on track. Take control of your finances today. Go to rocketmoney.com/charmingabode to get started for free. There's a link down in the description box. And a big thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video and helping me to keep my finances from being so messy. All right, back to it with number 7. That's gonna be laundry. Whether you're like me and you leave your laundry piled up that's dirty, or you're the type of person who washes all their clothes, folds them, and then leaves them sitting in baskets without putting them away, putting your laundry away, whether dirty, which means you gotta wash it and then put it away, or putting away your clean clothes, that'll obviously make your house look a lot less messy without clothes and everything sitting all around. Makes a huge difference, and it always makes me feel so much better. Why do I procrastinate on laundry? We were talking about this the other day over on, I think it was Facebook. If you're not following along over on Instagram or Facebook, be sure to do so. There's always lots of behind the scenes going on over there. Lots of different things than you get over here. So a lot of recipes. Instagram has made me definitely into like a recipe account. It's kind of hilarious, but it's fun, and I love doing that. So make sure you're following me over there. Okay, number 8. This is a lovely angle, but let's talk about cords and cables. Having cords and cables that are just sitting out all over the place, this looks so messy. And nowadays there's so many different options of things that you can do. In my living room, I have put like behind my TV, like one of the little cord covers. There's all kinds of options. I'm gonna leave listed down below some of the different ones that I love, that I have off of Amazon, that I use on my own home, and make your place look nice and neat. Oh, hi. Was you gonna come be in the video with me? Mister's like, Mom, what are you doing on the floor? Yeah. Okay. So number 8 is filled bookcases. And what I mean by filled bookcases is overfilled bookcases. This little bookcase that I have here is a hot mess. I don't know if you can even see. I'm holding my microphones today because I'm moving around so much. Hold on. This is a hot mess. I have way too much stuff on this bookcase, and hey, I just found something I've been looking for. Okay. But anyway, bookcases, bookshelves, whatever you have, any type of items like that can look so aesthetically beautiful and neat and not messy if you place your items correctly. I feel like if you overfill them, it starts to look like a cluttered mess. And I have to tell myself this because a lot of times I start putting way too much stuff on it. And then it starts just becoming like storage. And it's just like, oh my goodness, what is happening? So keep your bookcases neat and organized. Place this stuff aesthetically, but also you want them to be functional. If they're bookcases and you have like all your books on them, that's totally fine. But they don't need to look like a big cluttered mess like mine. Do you have anything you want to say? Oh yeah? Oh, thank you. I am picking the most flattering angles for filming today. Okay, I think I might have counted wrong. This is number 10. I know this is number 10. And number 10 is just kind of like your kitchen. With number 1, we talked about having too many appliances on your countertop. Well, in your bathroom, having too many products on your bathroom sink. I like to have like an organized way to put everything away or keep it neat and nice, things that I use all the time and that type of thing. So keeping your bathroom counters cleaned off obviously will make it look less messy, and having an organized system to just keep everything put away where you can easily get to it, whether you utilize drawers in your bathroom, if you have shelves, cabinets. Organization is just so key and one of my favorite things to do when I have time. But once you set up a system and you get used to doing that system, that will help you to be less messy. I do have some videos on decluttering and organizing that have like been pretty popular and super like changing, like life changing for me on once I came up with a system on how I wanted to organize, like on how I wanted to declutter my home. So I'm going to leave those up here for you because you're definitely going to want to check that out. This next one, number 11, it can get ya. Too many throw pillows. I've talked about this in the past, how I like to only have on my bed one throw pillow. I'll usually have like my shams and then I keep like one throw pillow. That way, first of all, ain't nobody got time to be putting that many pillows on and off the bed every day. I hardly even enjoy making my bed, let alone put like 5 pillows on there. It just looks too messy. It's too much. And so, simplify your life. Eliminate that many throw pillows. I have a tendency to put a little too many throw pillows like on my sofas to where it's like, hi, can we even sit down here? So keep that in mind. Minimize your throw pillows for a less messy look. If you guys are enjoying today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, comment, all the things. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying my videos and helps push them out, so it really helps me out. All right, this next one is a really fine line. It's having too much furniture or furniture that's not appropriately sized for the space. Like say the furniture is just too big for the space. My grandma was the perfect example. Loved her stuff, but it holds like such fond memories for me. But my grandma had a lot of stuff in one room. Like it was just, there wasn't a place that there wasn't something. Just lots of stuff. And that can definitely make your home feel messy. Or if you have a space where, you know, it's just only a certain size and you're putting in this large oversized sofa or large sectional that's just like taking up the entire room, that's definitely not going to look appropriate, definitely going to look messy. All right, this next one I have a love-hate relationship with. I love my Tea Time magazine, but I cannot stand to have magazines sitting around. And so a lot of times, if I do magazine subscriptions, I do them more online now. But I am so nostalgic when it comes to this magazine. I've been getting it for years. So the key to being able to have magazines and keep them around your house without them being messy is to have a centralized location for them to go. I keep them in a little thing in my closet. I'd show you, but my closet's so messy. I'm in that time of my life right now where I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. If you walked into my home, you're like, oh, your home is clean and looks lovely. But don't you dare open any closet or drawer. So I need a spring cleaning, which is coming up. I need to just take the time. I need to declutter my closets again and just, I just feel like every week I'm like trying to play catch up and get everything done. And I'm just like, I can't get it all done. So just allow yourself some grace when you're feeling overwhelmed, because I do, because you know what? Nobody cares and nobody's opening that closet but me. So don't even worry about it. Oh, this next one. Does anyone else's entryway look like this? Shoes on the floor. They definitely look messy. If you don't have anywhere to store your shoes except for the entrance, consider getting something, you know, maybe like a shoe rack, a shoe basket, something that you can put them away and make everything look organized. This just ensures that your shoes have a home and they're not just on the floor all over the place.
Let me just go put these away before we start our next one.
So we're back in the kitchen, and this next one is leaving your dishes in like a drying rack or whatever to dry. So I personally don't have a drying rack. I have one of these drying mats, and I feel like this is something I actually do well in my home is I utilize my dishwasher, and the bigger items that I have to wash, I wash them and then set them over on my drying mat, and then I usually dry them immediately with a dish towel and put them away. It drives me crazy to have dishes drying on the countertop, and so I just feel like it looks so messy. And so that's just something to keep in mind. Just get that clutter put away. It'll make your house look so neat and nice. A big thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. I had so much fun with you guys today. We'll see you again next Sunday. Bye-bye.